Okay, so the next step is, and so this video will be used in a couple different places. So what we're doing in literally today in October, late October, while it's snowing outside here in Fort Collins, we've just installed MAMP. We have set up a new website in MAMP, which is to the left of our screen here. We have our MAMP website and our WordPress install. And then we have set up the config file to match our database. And then we told MAMP we wanted the MAMP website that we've got here. Instead of MedTerm or Splash or anybody else, we want the MAMP website, which in hindsight may not have been the best name for a site, but who cares at this point? And now we're going to go through the process of setting up WordPress and then have a quick understanding of just the general admin dashboard area of WordPress. So on the right of the screen, you see the URL is localhost 888 and then wp-admin/install. So basically, if you just click my website from that MAMP screen, or you go to your website's URL, if you've built a subdomain or a new domain at your hosting company, SiteGround, or wherever, this URL, whatever your domain is, /wp-admin/install.php is where you're going to end up. So if you have a fresh install with a database, your config file is connecting to the database, and all you do is use a browser to go to that website, this is what will come up. And then, like I mentioned, sometimes you will have to type in wp-admin/install, but in general, this is the screen you're looking for. This means that you have all the files that are supposed to exist in your root, which is the MAMP on the left-hand side over here, and then it's just waiting to be set up. So let's just cruise through this. I'm going to hit continue. It's going to ask us for our site title, and I'll just say, well, actually, we're going to call this one MAMP. I always use my full name, but you can use whatever you want for a username. And then I'm going to grab this suggested password that they gave us, and I'm just going to put it in a text document just so I have a copy of it. So I'm going to put it in here just so I don't lose it. And then for the email, this is good. This will send you, become the admin email, so anything that goes wrong with the site goes to this email, and then when it's set up initially, you're going to get the email that says, hey, your new WordPress site has been set up. If you create a new user or you delete a user or whatever, this email address is the admin email, and it's where everything goes to. If you use Gravity Forms, all your forms will go to this email address if you don't specify something else. So it can be a relatively important email. But in general, you just use your own email. We've made note of the password. Our username is my full name, and then we're going to install WordPress. And this is super fast because we're on a local computer here. I don't really care about saving this right now. I'll show you why in a second. And so we had success. We have me in there as a user, and then whatever the password was. And the reason, if you use, like, Chrome will save passwords for you. I use 1Password. I've used PassPack. There's 1Pass, I think, and there's a bunch of them out there. But I strongly encourage you to use a password manager. But anyway, the reason I didn't save it there is because I don't really care about this particular URL. What I want is just the wp-admin login, like the standard login screen. That's what I want to save. So now when I hit login, you'll see the URL changes to wp-login. So now I'll come over here and I'll grab my password, and my username is the same, and I'm just going to put in the password that I just put in there. So now when Chrome asks me, I'm not going to save it in 1Password, but Chrome says, hey, do you want to save this thing? You can just say, yes, update your password.